Live. Perfect. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Redline Racing League here on the WV Broadcasting Network. We are coming to you from Atlanta on this beautiful Tuesday night. And in the booth, we have Mark McAttack to fill us in on the qualifying results and the start of the in-season tournament bracket.
Alrighty, how are we doing, sir?
Doing good.
Good. Well, as I said, we got Atlanta tonight, and also excited to start our in-season tournament / bracket, whatever you want to call it. Got the round of 16 starting tonight. Should be a lot of fun, and I know that there's a picture on it. If you want to you can kind of look at it as we're going tonight. But the matchups for tonight, we got myself, Mark McAttack, as the number 1 seed. I will be taking on the 16 seed of Dark Knight. Our 6-11 matchup is going to be Davey and 1-9. The 4-13 matchup is JRC Indy and Team 95. The 8-9 seed is Kari and Hoosier, although I don't think Kari's going to be here tonight, so I guess Hoosier kind of gets the lucky benefit of the doubt. And
A little bit of a bye week.
Yeah, a little bit of a bye there. And then the 2-15 seed, we got Savage Bear and Dogpound. The 5-12 matchup, we have Chief and Bobby, which is Million. Then 3-14 seed is Doing Work and Cole. And then the 7-10 seed is Danny and Fulton. So those are the matchups again. Really excited just to start this tournament. Something new that we haven't ever done before, and I think definitely adds a nice incentive and creates a little bit more drama and a little bit more excitement as well for the season. So awesome to have that going tonight. Then after this week, we will shrink it down to the round of 8, which will be next week at Charlotte. So the field just keeps dwindling by half every week. So Charlotte will be next week for the round of 8. But I think we got that mentioned there, so I'll go over the starting lineup here quick for Atlanta tonight. Starting on the pole, we got Rowdy Davey, 28. Starting second, we got myself, Mark McAttack, in the 20. Starting third, we have JRC Indy. Fourth is going to be Savage Bear. Fifth, we got Hoosier Boy. Sixth is going to be Doing Work. Seventh is Dark Knight. 8th, we got 19mm. 9th, we got Team 95. Rounding out the top 10, we got Danny MD. 11th is going to be Cole Trickle. 12th is Chief TP. 13th, we have Hootie Hoo. 14th is P. Fulton. 15th is Dunlap. 16th is Shady Acres. 17th is Dog Pound. 18th, One Fast Bean. And round out the top 5 who didn't make qualifying is B Million. So got a 19 truck field tonight, only missing 1 driver, so hopefully should be a good one tonight.
Alrighty, brother. Can't wait.
Awesome. Thank you as always, Walbridge, and we will talk to you post-race.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you, bud.
Yep. That is your starting lineup for today's event here at Atlanta and your rundown of the in-season tournament. So place your bets on who you think is going to be either the clear favorite or the underdog story, as most brackets always have. And we've seen a lot of upsets in positioning at the end of these races here this season, so could see it again here tonight. Atlanta's a tricky place, man. Hard on the tires, a rough, abrasive surface. So we will have to wait and see on how these matchups fare. But I don't know why I just closed out of the stream I was just watching, but we will pull back up the stream so we can see when everything gets ready to go. Right now, though, everybody in the middle of the drivers' meeting. All right, everybody's still getting the last bit of setups in. We'll go over the point standings here while we got a second. Now that we got the bracket out of the way, the rundown, we'll do not the team points. That is not what we need. We just need the regular points. And right now, Mark McAttack is your points leader. Savage Bear trying to close that gap. It's a 24-point gap. And it gets even bigger when you go down to that 23 truck of doing work. It's a 60-point gap to the leader, Mark McAttack. Then it's JRC Indian fourth in the 88, 65 points out, 5 points behind third, so that's good. He's got the season opener win. And it has no poles, doesn't have a fastest lap yet. Although we don't keep track, although top 5s and top 10s are not on here, so that might have to be something that we add, because I know Indy's had some pretty strong finishes, which is why he's fourth in points. Then you got Chief in the 24 Hooters truck. 78 points off the leader, still looking for his first win on the year. Does have a pole and has logged the fastest lap. So he's got that going on right now. That is your top 5 in the points. We'll go over to the team point standings and see where those shake up. And right now it is the Destroyers still of Doing, Savage, Davey, Shady, and Bean. They are still your team points leaders as they run currently. Then it's the Dipsticks down by 8 or 16. That's Mark's team. They're really coming on strong here with those 3 wins. And plus Dark Knight and Dunlop having a good finish last week. And you got Chiefs Posse, which is Cold Dog, Fulton, and Indy. They sit 31 points up, 15 behind the Dipsticks. And then you have Road Rage 19's team sitting 65 points off. So definitely a hole for them to climb out of right there. But we are going to look to jump in here. If you forgot the rundown, here is your starting lineup with that rowdy Davey and Mark McAttack starting on the front row, sharing the spotlight. So we'll see how this one turns out. And here we go. Green flag is out. Davey in the 41 will lead him to it. And Mark dropping down to third now is JRC Indy, who started third. With Hoosier pushing him through, will take over the second position. Mark now fighting for third. Oh my God, what is going on with all my streams? And here we go, JRC Indy. Putting a nose to the inside, he got loose though. Too low of an entry, messed him up on middle. And really killed him on exit. Luckily, Hoosier was firmly planted right in his bumper. Where did Mark McAttack go? Oh, Oh my, Mark McIntyre took a dip. He's behind Savage, Doin, and Dark Knight in the 00. So Mark now out of the top 5 here in the early run-ins. We're already 3 laps done. 19 laps this stage. So really can't. He's got a cold trickle barreling down on him now in that 55 truck. Right, just a little bit off his bumper, but not by much. And you got a little bit of stuff going on back here. 1-9 caught up in some shenanigans. You can see by the damage on the front bumper of that truck. The 22. Jumping on here, the 5 of Team 95, running right in the middle of this, right behind Cole and Mark McAttack. You're in about the 9th position. Leaders up front, not changing much. But you can see just how jumpy this track is. There's a lot of jumps going into turn 1 that really can mess you up. And it doesn't stop there, it continues. Ooh, Indy. Getting loose, that messes up Hoosier. Here comes Savage Bear. And the 9 Hooters. That's going to bring Doing work with him. Could that bring Dark Knight? Oh boy, he is falling hard now. Got real loose through 1 and 2. The high line real hard to run. And now he drops to the 6th position. Or sorry, the 7th. Now in a fight with Cole Trickle in the 55. Keeps it tight, but keeps it clean. Cole Trickle up to 7th. And Hoosier will fall to 8th. Indy's starting to lose the pace here on Rowdy. Davey really flexing his muscle here. I've seen Davey run the Cup cars here before, and he showed how good he is on this track. And battle for second, Indy. And Savage Bear quick to his inside. That'll be a quick pass for the second spot. Indy cutting the nose off a Dark Knight in the 00. Doing work though, trapped on the outside. He's making it stick. Pushing Indy down the backstretch. Meanwhile, it's Dark Knight and his teammate Mark McAttack. Good little side by side, but as will happen, you'll have to find a spot. Man, dude, these trucks are just jumping everywhere. 8 laps complete here. It's not going to keep bouncing back and forth between streams because this is just not... Streams are not working today. They're a little laggy. Or at least buffery. Oh. Go back on with Hoosier. Already seeing tire degradation. So trucks are going to have to start coming down here in the next 5 laps. And they're coming down now. Top 3. Signal pit. 4. Cole Trickle down on the yellow line. That means he's going to enter pit road. It looks like Hoosier might be also doing the same thing. No. A little bit of fool's gold on that one. Oh, the 22. That's Shady. The other purple truck, Shady Acres, in the grass. Struggling to get that one going. Dog Pound stays out. The 95 of Bean is done. Down and out. Here is B Million back on track after a little bit of a hiatus. Nice to have the 74 back, but you can tell he's already been in some incidents on track given the front end damage on that 74. Oh, and Hoosier's around. Oh, and that looks like Dog Pound. It was. Oh, cuts it right in front of B Million. And everybody figures it out. We go to those who pitted the last time. And it's Indy losing a couple of spots on pit road. We'll ride on the nose, on the follow cam actually, of Rowdy Davey. And for those of you that are a little confused, Rowdy Davey is actually D. Allison. He started up the season as D. Allison, and now has swapped his name over to Rowdy Davey. Took me by surprise too, real quick, but I ended up figuring out. Mark McAtack, though, did not win by staying out. Only one lap. There goes Hootie Hoo in the 99 on the outside. And he'll clear those that came down. So staying out an extra lap did not fare well for these drivers that pitted a lap sooner. And Rowdy Davey still your race leader. And we are 13 of 19 complete. Don't look now, but that 9 of Savage is closing the gap, running down the leader in the 41. Not by much, but he's doing it little by little, lap by lap. Atlanta is all about consistency. If you can run your line, same exact line, well, damn near the same line every time, boy, you're going to find gold here. Because there's so many ways to get all messed up, especially right here into turn 1. You just literally see the trucks hopping. Now it looks like that run has stalled from the 9. We saw Mark McAtack gain a couple of spots. He's up past the 00 and the 47. So the 20 truck moving up. He now sees Team 95 in the 5 truck just ahead of him. And we have lost engine noise. Love that. And now the 3 to go. 3 laps remain here in stage 1. Rowdy, I think, found a second gear. Starting to, break away from that 9 truck just a bit. And I do not know what's going on with these streams tonight. Right now, 2 laps remain here at Atlanta. You see Mark McAtack has caught that 5 truck. Now as we get ready on white flag, 1 lap to go here for the 41. The 9 has caught him. Draft might play a little bit of a factor, but it is too little too late, I assume, for the 9. He's going to try it down to within a truck length, but it will not be enough. The 41 will come around, and he will take stage 1 over the 9 of Savage. Oh, and Mark in a battle. And it will be Rowdy winning stage 1. Bear second. Cole Trickle third. Indy fourth. Team 95 fifth. Mark McAtack 6th. Dark Knight 7th. Doing work 8th. Chief 9th. And Hootie Hoo rounding out your top 10. as we get ready for stage number 2. Here we go as they finished. Rowdy Davey gonna be the control truck, and the 9 of Savage Bear will be to his outside. Green flag is out. Stage 2 underway. Oh, what a move by the 9. Oh, 55. Man, that apron's deadly here. You got that bank corner where it's rough above the yellow line and smooth on that flat surface down below. Man, if you're underneath that apron too long, you are going around. Now we saw Savage Bear. That 9 truck came to life with not very many laps on its tires. And now Davey entering a little bit high there. The high line is not your friend at Atlanta. You want to hold that bottom unless you have help, which he did not. Now moves Savage Bear up. And we'll look at the bracket once we hit stage 2, which will be already 15 laps away. 17 lap stage. Oh, and Davey way wide. Oh boy. Yikes, shikes. He is now outside of the top 5. Meanwhile, Mark McAttack and the 20 has moved all the way up to 3rd. And look at who is in 2nd. The 5 of Team 95. Wowee. What a run by the 5 truck. Man, Davey trying to make the outside line work. I mean, he's keeping running with the 55 Cole Trickle, but man, you mess up your entry like he did right there, that's gonna kill it for you. But the 9 of Savage Bear running away. You got 2 trucks working together to try and catch one, and it is not panning out. Meanwhile, it looks to me like... Oh, I went the exact wrong way. Davey falls in behind the 22 of 19mm, who's starting to make his way back up through the field after having the stage 1 he did. Nice to see him coming back. Indy, after having that bad pit stop, started 3rd. He is now outside the top 5. He's in 8th. Whoa, trucks going everywhere. Oh, Mark up in the wall. But we go back single file. Everything works itself out here. And we are coming up now to 7 of 17. We've completed lap 6. It's the start of 7, so we are 11 laps remaining. Oh boy, that looked like 1-9. No, that was Davey. It's too many trucks with the same color, man. And they're right behind each other. Hoosier having to let out of the throttle there. Gets a little bit of a shot by the 74. The B-Million got him up the track a little bit, had to let off. And there's Cole Trickle getting stuck on the outside. He's going to lose a couple of positions. Mark McAttack to the inside. And trucks now coming on pit road. This time, Mark McAttack switching it up. He wants to be the first one on pit road. Chief down with him. Doing work as well. Indy. Dunlap, the 74. I literally just said his name and it's escaping me. B-Million, duh. Why could I not think of that? But still, Savage Bear. Ooh, Savage Bear. Couple of trucks still staying out. Meanwhile, Hoosier, Indy, Cole Trickle is down. 00 Dark Knight and Team 95. Where is... I'm literally going the long way for all this shit. And Savage Bear, after 2 laps, will be the one of the last trucks down. Here comes the rest of them, including Davey. And I think that's the 99 of Hootie Hoo. Huh? Oh my gosh, dude. Hootie Hoo is just Indy racing down here. But here we go. On board with Mark McAttack. How did the short pit work? He gets by Cole. He gets back around the 00. We need to go to Bear. That's the truck we're waiting on. The 9 to come out of his pit stall. And here comes Mark around the outside. Mark McAttack will assume the race to lead. And Savage Bear did not win on staying out those 2 laps. Now 12 laps complete of 17. But look at this. Bear on 2-lap fresher tires. Indy now leaving a lot of room. That's going to run them both up. Now 3 wide for the second position. The 00, the 9, and the 88. Oh, the 9 had a head of steam. And that 00 now a Dark Knight. Mark's team now 1 and 2, but Bear to the outside. Has the run, has the speed, has the equipment. Now it's all about just making it work. Oh my God. Five to go here. Savage Bear now in second. He's got 5 laps to run down that 20. He's got 2-lap fresher tires. In a place like Atlanta where degradation is heavy, you can already see him driving away from the 00. He just has to run down the 20, but he's got 4 laps now to do it. Oh, and doing's done. Connection drop. The 23 is out. It's not looking like this 9 truck will be able to catch that 20. Still has a gap to the 00, but he's not exactly pulling away as Indy now moves up to 4th in the 88. But 2 laps remaining. This is where we saw the 9 come on strong at the end of stage 1. Here he is. He's got the draft to the 20. This is coming to the white flag. He's got the equipment. He's got the draft. He is on the bumper with the 20 with 1 lap to go. Oh, never mind. That was the end of the stage. The stream I was watching was apparently of a lap down truck. So never mind, Mark McAttack will win stage 1. Savage Bear will finish second. And then Dark Knight third, Indy fourth, Cole Trickle rounding out your top 5, B-Million sixth, Rowdy seventh, Dunlap eighth, Fulton ninth, and MD, Danny MD. And yes, I was following a lap down truck. It did not show that he was a lap down. My apologies. Now, we look ahead to the brackets. This is where they start to matter. And there we go. So Mark and Dark Knight, teammates up against each other. They are now right 1-2. Oh, Dark Knight trying to cross up. Here comes Indy. 3 wide for second again. Indy will have the run, and he will have the jump, move the 88 to P2. And Indy going up against Team 95. And Team 95 fell all the way to the back, right in front of that 1922. So he's doing it better in that one. You have Davey and 19mm. They have been right around each other all day. Davey 19 just 3 trucks back. Oh, Team 95! Oh no! That's going to ruin his stay. That's going to ruin the end of his race. So few laps. 21 to go. Oh, that is a heartbreak. Meanwhile, Mark and Indy continue to battle it out for the lead as I try to regain engine noise. Hoosier already locked through. Then it's Savage. Oh my gosh, dude. Savage and Dog Pound. Thank God these guys don't fill out doctor's notes. And Savage is definitely winning out that one. Dog Pound is a little ways back. And then you have Chief and Bobby. One Fast Bean already out. I think this is Bobby. Cannot find him. Then you got Doing Work and Cole Trickle. So Cole, by default, wins that one as Doing Work is out of the event. Then you have P. Fulton and Danny MD. P. Fulton not in the... Oh, no, he is right here in the 16. Sorry. Then we got to look for Danny MD. Here he is. So Danny ahead in that one. And now we go back up to the front. Mark McAttack has a bumper full of the 88. Everybody, though, running pretty single file. Here comes Davey, though, to the inside of Dark Knight. Oh, the 88 to the inside of the 20. Indy, side by side for the lead. Mark, we know how good, we know how much handling matters to him. Can that truck hold strong on the outside? Savage Bear pushing the 88 down the straight, down the tri-oval. And into turn 1, still side by side. The 88 trying to pinch the 20 up. Last time Mark got stranded on the outside. Now we got trucks getting ready to pit. So it will be Mark and Indy that will stay out here. There goes Bear, Davey. It looks like Chief TP and 1-9. So we'll see when these two up at the front come down. $14 to go. Here they come. The leaders signaling to pit. Ooh, it looks like Cole and Hootie are going to try and stretch it. Meanwhile, Savage Bear and Davey will be coming around here. This to get their lap back. Next time around will be for position. So we'll stay on with these two. Then once we come back around the front straightaway, we'll ride on with Davey. Here we go. There is the rest of the leaders that came down. They will have 2-lap pressure tires now. Don't forget that. And because the 88 and the 20 were working together, they're a little bit better off. Meanwhile, though, Davey in the 41 truck and the 9 of Savage Bear are first and second. Now, the thing that's working in their favor is they have each other to lean on. So they can make up for the lack of corner speed with helping each other down the straightaways. So this will be an interesting little thing to watch. But when the tires come into effect, we only have about 11 laps remaining. And how quickly can they close that gap? 10 laps to go. Indy and Mark have now found each other. This is not what those two up at the front want to see. The freshest equipment and top 3 speed between the two running up to the front. Meanwhile, all 4 of these guys can consider their matchups won. Mark's winning his matchup. Indy's winning his matchup. Savage Bear's winning his matchup. And Davey is winning his. Are we under a yellow? Oh my word, we are under a yellow. Oh, that's going to shake this up entirely. What happened? How the heck are we under a phantom caution right now? Nobody's off. Huh? Well, I'm intrigued. This is gonna shake up the whole race. I was ready to lock everybody in the top 4 in their matchups. But now I can't say for sure. As look who's leading. The truck who stayed out the longest. Cole Trickle doesn't need to pit. He already came down like 2 laps ago. Oh my gosh, and now he finds himself out front. And he is winning. And this is huge. Well, actually, no, it's not, because Cole already locked himself in. He's already locked. He's going for the win. And already, everybody up at the front say, okay, goodbye. It was nice seeing you, but bye-bye. Oh, and look at Indy. He was ahead of the 20. Now he's falling out of the top 5. And then you got now Chief. It looks like, yes, Chief TP is up to 3rd. Meanwhile, the top 2, still Savage Bear. In the 9 and the 41 of Davey. However, the position swapped as Bear now is your race leader, Davey in 2nd. So those 2 are still winning their matchups. But Mark McAtack cannot rest, because behind him is the guy he's trying to beat in Dark Knight and the 00. One misstep and Mark is out of this tournament. And the 00 with a high banking entry, going to try and settle it on the inside out of 4. Mark's got to get the pedal down. The laps winding down, only 3 laps to go. Indy up against Team 95. Indy's still doing well on that. I just saw him, wanted to update that. Dark Knight, though, falling off a little bit, losing track of that 20s. We're coming to 2. Or, sorry, this is the white flag. Laps are going by so quick. 1 lap to go. And we ride on with Savage, leaving a lot of bottom open for the 41. Meanwhile, battle for position. Dark Knight to the inside of the 20. He's got help. He's going to trap Mark to the outside. Battle up front for the lead. Savage Bear and Davey. Davey gets him out of 4. Dark Knight, Mark collide. Davey wins it. Who won it? Who won it between Mark and Davey? Or Dark Knight. Dark Knight wins. Dark Knight knocks out the number 1 seed. Oh my gosh. It's Davey coming in clutch with the win on the last lap pass, last 2 corner pass on Savage, who finishes 2nd. Chief TP holds on to 3rd. Dark Knight 4th. Mark McAtack will round out your top 5. Danny MD 6th. Indy 7th. Hoosier 8th. 1-9 in 9th. And Dunlap rounding out the top 10. What a finish! 2 last lap passes. 1 for the win and 1 to advance. And unfortunately, neither one of those 2 are coming up here in the booth with me. Because, wow, I bet you Mark is just dejected. Knocked out by his own teammate. The number 1 seed done. I can get Savage up here. I can get... Thought I had Chief. Oh, nope, there he is. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I can get those 2. I just need one of them to pick up Davey. There's Savage.
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you think you could get Davey up here?
Yes, I can.
Fantastic. I do not have him on here.
He's not much of an interview guy, just to let you know ahead of time.
Yeah, I know, but it's technically mandatory.
Yeah, I know.
He's gonna do it.
I'm getting pretty used to seeing you up here every week. You gotta start
Yeah,
bringing
I
some
know,
popcorn and
right?
beer, man.
I know, right? I'm gonna start packing lunches. There's Chief.
Hey, there's something different too. You got 1, 2, 3 trucks in the top 3, and we all got Hooters on our trucks for sponsors this week.
I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious. Mark up here for funsies. I don't think Davey's gonna come in. Oh gosh,
There he is.
Davey is here. All
Sorry,
right.
I'm not used to being in these interviews.
I fair warned him ahead of time. You're not much of an interview guy.
All right. Well, We'll save you for last then, and we'll start off with P3, which is Chief TP, buddy. You got your ears on?
Yeah, I'm here.
I was gonna say, man, you came out of nowhere in that second stage. You went from the back of the field, and all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa, Chief's in third right now. What move did you do to move yourself up that many spots in such a short amount of time?
Apparently, I do better driving pissed off.
Well, that's a little bit explanatory, but I mean, you were able to hold on to your position too. Qualifying didn't really go the way you wanted it to, but I mean, the speed showed in the race that you could hold up in the top 5, and you did just that with the third place finish.
Yeah, I made some changes and pit stop that truck liked.
Did you have to loosen it or tighten it up at all? What was it lacking at the start?
It was too tight. I had to loosen it up.
Awesome. I'm used to like people going on 3-minute rants. I'm not even prepared for this Bill Belichick style. Where are we next week?
Charlotte Oval.
Oh, yummy. I love that for us. I was going to say, Chief, now the Charlotte Oval is a track that is a happy medium for a lot of people. Does that fit your style too?
Yeah, I like the oval. I don't care much of the roval, but I like the oval.
All right. Do you think you're going to be able to see? Am I going to see you again next week? Are we going to predict that right now?
I wouldn't predict anything about that.
All right. Well, hey, man, congratulations on a third place finish, and we look forward to seeing you next week at Charlotte. And we go on to the guy who suffered the heartbreak, not the biggest heartbreak, but did suffer the heartbreak at the end. The man who finishes second was leading with half a lap to go, though, and that is the 9 of Savage Bear.
What's going on, Wall?
What's going on, buddy? I hate to have to deep cut you like that, but man, what happened going into turn 3 that you just gave up all that bottom, or did Rowdy just make a move early that forced you up there?
Oh, I seen him coming in the mirror, and I knew he was gonna have a run. And Mr. Davey and I have had previous episodes and other leagues where he gets a little throttle happy going into the corner, so that was in the back of my mind. So I stayed a little high, and he actually kept it off me this time because he's my teammate. So he got around me, and I got back under him coming off a 4, and he just beat me to the line. But I'm not mad. I mean, he's my teammate, he's my brother, I love him, glad he got a win, and just wish I could have held him off.
Man, I wish somebody talked to me like that. Damn.
I love you too, Wallbridge.
Yay! Oh, man, but you drove a hell of a race, though. You were able to really keep that truck up front And you were doing something that was really strange to me. You were staying out a lot longer than other drivers were. What was behind that strategy where it was like just trying to have the better equipment?
Well, Davey and I talked before the race that we were going to do a short pit in stage 3 to try to get an advantage, and it was working out to our best till the caution came out just before we had to make our last stop. But all in all, second place. I'm happy, ready to go to Charlotte.
Is Charlotte a track that you like going to? Is that one that lends itself to your setup?
I like Charlotte. Charlotte's one of my favorite tracks, so we're prepared, ready to go. Hopefully, get another top 5 next week.
Alrighty, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on the second place and yet another top 3 podium finish. We need to start tallying. I'm going to start keeping tallies of how many times you're up here every week.
That's 5 out of 6 so far this year.
Jeez, all right. Well, and you're also through to the next. You and Chief are both on to the next round of the playoff bracket as well, or the in-season tournament bracket.
Yes, we are ready to go to Charlotte and move on to the next one after that.
All right, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on moving on in the bracket and your second place finish tonight, and we'll see you at Charlotte.
Thank you.
And now we go to the guy who won the whole damn thing on a last lap pass, giving me everything to look at. And that is the 41 of Rowdy Davey. Is that a good intro?
I'm still not used to that nickname.
Sorry, D. Allison, sorry.
No, it's always because everybody considers me Kyle Busch the way I do my interviews.
Oh, just don't yell at me or throw anything at me, and I'll be. But I mean, man, you drove a hell of a race today. I mean, you had a little bit of trouble there in stage 2. How hard? What was it like having to all of a sudden start on the pole to now have to work your way back up through the field through half the race?
Second stage, I just screwed up my line and got up high and just tried to get back low and then get door swiped by the same guy like 3 times, but it's whatever. But I just knew I had a fast truck, just take my time.
Yeah, and I usually ask people or drivers what the mentality behind losing all that ground and then having to make it back up again. What is the drive behind that getting back up through the field? Is it more of let's have fun with it, or angry?
Both.
No, all right, that makes sense. I only ask that because I've never had to do it because I don't fucking drive. So, and you're also on in your bracket in the in-season tournament, I believe. Well, no, I don't believe. I know because you won. Yes, you beat out 1-9. So now you go up against. Excuse me. Wow, Dark Knight next week at Charlotte. So that'll be a cool ass matchup. As he was the big upset tonight win, and it comes to that. But man, walk me through that last lap though. I want to know when you were preparing your move for that pass going into turn 3.
Actually, honestly, I was just content finishing second behind my teammate. He just, like he said, he just made a mistake entering the corner. And there's my chance.
Yeah, and you took it. You ran away with it, honestly, because you ended up clearing him out of right at the start finish line, and wasn't even side by side when you guys came to the line. But I mean, you put on a hell of a show, man. And next week is Charlotte, and is that lend itself more to your liking, or is it a track that kind of irks you a little bit?
I have my good runs and bad runs there.
So a little bit.
It's taken away, just like I've gotten ones.
Oh, so it's a little bit down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Are we gonna see you up here at the end of that one next week? Are we thinking? You've been showing speed as of late. You've been really picking
Hopefully.
up the pace.
Hopefully.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on A, moving on through the bracket, and B, getting a dramatic win here at Atlanta tonight, brother.
Thank you.
And that will do it for your top three and the post-race coverage, unless Mark McAttack decides to interrupt me again.
No, you're good. I'm at my time this week.
All right, so that will do it for us here at the Redline Racing League. We had one hell of a thriller here at Atlanta. Pit strategies coming into play, a late race caution, and side by side at the line for the win were D. Allison or Rowdy Davy. Either one came out with the win on a last two corner pass. But next week, the Charlotte Oval. Under the lights, baby. And we will see you next week, Tuesday at 9. But my name is Walbridge. This has been the Redline Racing League, and we are out.